it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing a demo slash first impressions of the new Too Faced Naturally, or It Just Comes Naturally collection. I think that's what it's called. I got this box in PR, and when I got it I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It has pink lace, gorgeous little like flowers all around the box. I'm keeping the box. The box is like so beautiful. And there are 3 palettes. So one is a face, 2 of them are eye palettes, and then we have 4 bronzer colors, and then we have some lovely lipstick shades. So I did get a little pamphlet. This girl is literally like what I want to look like. She is so beautiful. Even her hair bun, her little top bun with her long luscious hair. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Her shoulder, her little outfit. The Natural Nudes Intense color is a coconut butter lipstick. 10 shades. So they range from like a really nice deep color all the way to a lovely light nude color, which is the one I have on right now. And this packaging is honestly, guys, just perfection. It is so beautiful. It is this gorgeous floral lace detailing over the actual color of the lipstick. The bottom is gold. It says Too Faced. There is a sticker on the bottom that says the color. And the color of the tube is the color of the actual lipstick. So this one is nice and dark. And that is what you, like, what you see is what you get. So when you open it, you know, oh, okay, that's the color that I'm going to be getting. So I love that. And even when you open it up, even the inside has that really pretty lace floral detail. So I love the packaging. These are so beautiful. The lipsticks are $22. I think the price is reasonable for what it is. It's good quality lipstick. It's Too Faced. It's beautiful. So I think $22 is a completely reasonable price. It's nothing that I was like, whoa, that's a little bit ridiculous. It's pretty much what I was expecting. It says that these are richly pigmented for intense one swipe color payoff. I agree, they're very creamy, they're very, very pigmented, and it's a comfortable moisturizing formula for luscious, kissable lips. What I've noticed is it's kind of like a really good, like, in between. It's not matte, it's not super glossy, it's just a really nice, very hydrating lipstick that gives you a bit of a sheen to the lips, but it's not going to be like major wind central hair on your lip gloss if it's windy outside. I dress my face for the weather. If it's windy, I am not going to be wearing a glossy lipstick. So this is nice because I feel like no matter the weather, you'll be okay. We're going to do swatches of these lipsticks. So first, we're going to do Sun Nudes, and Sun Nudes I have on my lips right now. It is a gorgeous nude. It's just a straight up peachy nude. Look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? I love it so much. It's such a pretty color. It's like my exact color that I love, that I reach for all the time. Then we have Strip Search. And again, the packaging on the outside reflects the color on the inside. So that is just a really pretty pink nude. Definitely peach versus pink, as you guys can see on my arm there. Next, we have the color Overexposed, which looks to me like it's going to be more of like a mauve-y nude. Yeah, so that's like a straight up mauve. Next, we have Skinny Dippin', and this one is a slightly more kind of darker peachy nude. So it's definitely still got a bit of a peach, but it's just a darker version. Birthday Suit. This looks like it's going to be the perfect like straight up nude if you want to have, yep. It's got a bit of a pink tone to it, but it's still really nice and nude. Nip Slip. I did have one of those on my wedding day. My dress was so low. I look back and I'm like, dang it, what did I do? This is like a straight up, like almost kind of brownie nude. A little bit. And the color of a nipple, actually. They named it well. Then we have Girl Code, which we're definitely getting deeper. So that one, bit of a kind of reddish tone to it. It's like a red nude. Pout About It. Again, it looks like it's going to be more of a kind of like pinky kind of red. No, okay, so that one is definitely more pink. Just, again, darker. Throw in Suede. This one looks like it's going to be more of a kind of purpley gray. Yeah, it's kind of like a gray mauve. If you can see that there. Okay, and then we have Indecent Proposal, which is just a straight up vampy kind of like brownie plum. Nanny Plum! If you guys like that show, let me know. My kids love it. Okay, so here's nice and close up. You can see how gorgeous these are. Again, so pigmented, really creamy, a really beautiful texture. And those nudes, those lighter nudes down there, oh, I love them so much. They're so, so pretty. Then we have the Natural Face Palette. This is a highlighting, blush, and bronzing veil face palette. There are 2 shimmer highlighters, 2 blushes, one is matte, one is satin, 2 bronzing veils, one is satin, one is a shimmer, and it's a velvety soft formula with a natural finish, buildable for customizable natural glow, infused with coconut butter for hydrating, comfortable wear. And when you smell it, when you open it up, it smells like coconut. So you have gorgeous shades in here. These are the 2 highlighters, these are the 2 blushes, and then those are the 2 bronzing ones. This really fun kind of pink. It looks really Barbie pink, but when you put it on, it actually has a bit of a kind of nice coral shade to it. Then you have this color over here, which is more of a kind of dusty mauve. And then you have this gorgeous shade right here, which is called, what is it called? Starlight. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. That's what I'm wearing today on me. It's like this really pretty pink opal glow. It just, oh, it's so amazing. It melts into the skin. And then you have satin sheets down here, which is like a true kind of like golden. It's intense. Like this whole row up here are just like absolutely my shades. This is really beautiful if you mix it with this color. I have that on my brow bone and I absolutely love the way it turned out. I also have them mixed up here on kind of like above my brow bone, but then I have this one straight up on my nose and then this one straight up on my cheek. So I kind of like did a little bit of mixture. You have a good size mirror. Wow, so this is $44. Man, I feel like this is a great price. I was expecting it to be $58. I don't know why I had that price in my mind, I just did. For $44, you're getting 6 really good size products, 2 highlighters, 2 blushes, and 2 bronzer colors. Now, obviously for me, these 2 colors I will never wear just because they're not my shades. They're a little too dark, a little bit too kind of mauvey, but like the rest of them, I'm getting 4 shades personally that I can wear for 44 bucks. I feel like this is a really good deal. I think that price is very reasonable. So first we're gonna do Starlight, which is this color right here. And that one is what I have on my highlight right now. Oh yes, look at it. Oh God, is it even gonna show? Darn it, I hate when this happens. It's like this really gorgeous pinky tone. It's not showing, how annoying. I'll get up close, don't you worry about a thing. Then we have satin sheets right here, which is like a straight up golden, like gold. It's almost like a rose gold, but the gold really peeks through. Then we have Pink Wink, which is what I have on as my blush. And this is a really, really pigmented pink. And it's funny because it looks so pink in the packaging, but it has a bit of a warmth to it. So if you're used to peachy coral colors, you can still pull this off. When I first saw it, I was like, dang it, that's gonna be so Barbie. But it's not. It really has a nice warmth to it. And mixed with that Starlight, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Then we have Pink Sand. This is definitely more of a mauve shade. So you can see it's a little bit more neutral. I mean, it is something that, like, as far as like my skin tone, I could wear like lightness wise. It's just I don't look good in cooler shades. They just make me look really ashy for some reason. My skin just naturally pulls cool. So whenever I put cooler shades, it just does not look good. So that one is definitely mauve. If you like mauve blushes, you would love it. Then we have Sunny Honey. So this is like a nice bronzer color. This one is I think they said it was a matte, or did they say it was a satin? I think they said it was a satin. And this one is just a really pretty, just nice neutral. So it's kind of nice that you do have a bronzer in here. If you just wanted to take this one palette, you could do all the stuff you need, highlight, blush, and bronzer in one. Then we have Tropic Like It's Hot. This is a shimmery bronzer, and this is obviously quite a bit deeper. Oh God, that's so pretty. It looks so much more mauve in the packaging than it actually is on the hand. It has a nice bit of a kind of warm bronzy glow in there. Ooh, ooh. I'm actually really excited to try that one. That's really pretty. I feel like that if I was soft, very gentle with it, I could actually wear that. But it's nice that there are definitely there's a nice variation where if you're very lightweight with your hand, You can work it if you have lighter skin. If you just use a little bit more, you can definitely rock these colors if you are deeper skin tone as well. Look at that shimmery bronzer color, the Tropic Like It's Hot. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get up close so that you guys can see. Look at those, they are so beautiful. And then those are the two highlights. So now you can actually see that pinky tone. But see, this one is almost like it almost shifts. It has a bit of a kind of pinky, but then it shifts into a gold. It's very interesting. And then as far as the natural eye palettes go, these are $38. $38 I feel like is very reasonable. So we have two eyeshadow palettes. We have the Natural Eyes and then we have the Natural Mattes. The Natural Eyes is a revamp of their original Natural Eyes palettes. So this is not necessarily new, but it is a revamped, like, new packaging. It's just like super fancy and elegant and fabulous. It's got 9 matte, satin, and shimmer shadows. So it says that they're just rich pigmented shades, exclusive coconut butter infused formula for comfortable wear. Their luxuriously silky smooth formula blends effortlessly. So there is one new shade in this Natural Eyes palette, and it's this one right here, which is called Strip Poker. The rest of them were all kind of just original to the actual original Natural Eyes palette. And then they've just added this one as new. But again, obviously it looks different. The pretty little detailing on those shadows is gorgeous. They're like little leaves and flowers and lace. They're just like so pretty. This one right here, which is Heaven, this is also in the Natural Matte palette. Then you have Silk Teddy, which is like a really soft, kind of like frosty, very creamy light pink. Then you have this color over here, which is Strip Poker. And that's like a really nice kind of just like a straight up nude shade. Then we have Cashmere Bunny, which is like a really pretty matte shade for a transition. We've got this color, which I have on today. This is called Hookup, I believe. No, sorry, Push Up. And that's like a really pretty shimmery kind of mauve. Then we have this color, which is Honey Pot. That is like a fabulous kind of goldeny bronze shimmer. Then we have this color over here, which is Sex Espresso, which is like a really pretty grayish brown. Then we have this color, which is a shimmery, or I suppose that's more of a satin, Erotica. It's kind of like a satiny, it's kind of like a brown gray with gold sparkles. And then we have this color right here, which is like a really deep chocolatey brown. It's called Chocolate Martini, but it has little gold shimmers in it. So really pretty shades, gorgeous on, really pigmented. I'll be using it later on in this tutorial or this video so that you guys can see me working with them. Silk Teddy, which is this shimmery kind of, it's like a shimmery pink, and it almost feels like creamy wet when you apply it. It's so beautiful. It's like a creamy champagne pink. Then we have Strip Poker. This is the new shade. And that's just like a really, really soft nude color. A little bit cooler toned. Then we have Cashmere Bunny up here, which is like a really pretty neutral, just kind of like a taupe color, good for the crease. Then we have Push Up, which is what I have on today. And again, these feel creamy when you apply them. They're super duper pigmented, almost like metallic. And that one is like a really pretty kind of mauve, kind of dusty rose color. Then we have Honey Pot, which is so gorgeous. Look at that, it's just like a straight up golden bronze, texture like sun. Who knows that song? Then we have Sexpresso, which is like a really nice dark, cool toned brown. It's kind of like a gray almost. Then we have Erotica, which is, it looks like it has a bit of a sparkle to it. Yeah, it does. So it's kind of like a gray brown with gold glitters in it. And then last but not least, we have Chocolate Martini, which is like a dark brown. Yeah, it's like a dark chocolatey brown with gold sparkles. Those are those darker shades in there, so you can see those little glitters in there. They're very subtle. You can see them just a little tiny bit. They'd work better wet. Then we have those beautiful, really shimmery shades. And again, there's that gorgeous Silk Teddy. That's what it's called. Yeah, Silk Teddy. Really, oh, hey, no, focus on this. So those are all the shades of the Natural Eyes palette. Really impressed, so beautiful. You'll see me applying them. They're all so good. Next we have the Natural Matte. Now this is a new palette. This is $38 as well. So you can see the packaging. This is like straight up cream with that pretty lace. And then this is like straight up nude with that nude lace around. And the packaging is the same. It has the gold all the way around and then the little heart. I'm losing my voice. So Natural Matte eyeshadow is 7 brand new modern shades and then 2 classic shades. It's exclusive coconut butter infused formula for comfortable wear, beautiful neutrals ranging from soft and pretty to slightly sexy, rich pigmented shadows, and luxuriously silky smooth matte formula blends effortlessly. Right here we have Heaven, which again is the same that is in that Natural Eyes palette, so that's just a nice light creamy shade. Then we have Nude Goals, that's a new shade. Then we have Lace Teddy, that's like a really soft peachy, this is like a soft kind of like cool pink cream, and then this is like a really, really soft peach. Then we have Less is More right here, which is like a really fabulous kind of like cooler toned neutral color, like nude. And then we have Cleavage, which is like a really pretty kind of mauve. Then we have Au Naturel, which is also a new shade, and that one is like a really pretty, just straight up like milky chocolate nude. Then we have this color Hookup, which is also a new shade. That's like a straight up warm brown, kind of like a brick red brown. Risky Biz, again, another new shade. So what, so Lace Teddy is not new and Heaven is not new. The rest of them are all new. Risky Biz is kind of like a really dark, almost plummy brown. They definitely have like more of the kind of purpley tones in this. These are just straight up like neutrals, and then this is kind of like the warmer. So you've got warm, cool, and then nude. So I like that they put it in line. And then this Sexpert is like just a straight up nice dark chocolate, kind of cool, but not too cool. It's just straight up neutral brown. So you've got some great colors. This palette is beautiful. If you love matte shades, you cannot go wrong. Again, the packaging is beautiful. There are those really pretty little inlays of the lace, flowers, and leaves inside the actual shadow. Again, when you smell it, smells like coconut vanilla. It's really delicious. You have a really good sized mirror as well, and the packaging is just absolutely beautiful. That kind of, I don't even know what this would be called, is on the back as well. So it's not just like straight up gold on the back, like it's all the way around. It's really pretty. So it's kind of like a mauve on the back and then a nude on the front. Ooh, this freaking chair. First, we're gonna take Heaven. And Heaven is not a new shade, but it is, where am I gonna put it? I'm gonna put it down here. Heaven is just a straight up matte cream shade. Then we have Nude Goals right here, which is like a soft kind of pinky cream. It's a little bit more of a cool tone. You can see that one's quite intense, actually, really pigmented, but it definitely has a bit of a cooler kind of pink undertone. And then we have Lace Teddy, which is not a new shade, but it is in a new palette, and that one is more of a kind of peachy shade. Then we have the color Less is More, which is right up here. It's like a taupe. Cleavage, which is like a really pretty mauve. Yeah, that's definitely a mauve. Au Naturel, which is the color that I will be using in the tutorial, which is like a really perfect, warm, milky chocolate nude shade. So you can see all of those right there. I've run out of arm. I started down too low. Dang it. Sexpert, which is like a nice kind of neutral dark brown. I'll put that up here. I totally went out of order, I should say. Then we have Risky Biz, which is like it's kind of like a plum dark brown. There's definitely a kind of purpley undertone in there. Look at that, baby. They're so pigmented. These are just like melt into the skin. They're so beautiful. And then we have Hookup, which is like that really rich kind of warm brown. So those are all of the shades there. For matte shades, they're all really pigmented. They go onto the skin really nicely. They're just, and it's nice that they have the 3 lighter colors, the 3 transitional shades, and then the 3 kind of like crease, darker kind of outer corner shades. So something for everyone in those palettes. If you like matte shades, you're going to love it. And then last but not least, we have the bronzers, and these are the exact same formula. They're just in new packaging. So if you have these bronzers, if you have the milk chocolate, dark chocolate, It's the exact same powder inside. It's just they've revamped the packaging so it looks a little bit more fancy, a little bit more elegant. Really love what they've done with them. They're so, so beautiful. So this one is the Milk Chocolate Soleil. And you can see they have this like really pretty, it's like matte, but then it has like this kind of like sheen to it. It's really cool. You've got Too Faced in the center, and then the actual packaging around, it's so beautiful. It's like, it's almost like a gold coin. Do you remember those little gold coins that you would eat when you were a kid? And then it has a little heart. The back again still has that kind of like matte like finish. Then of course it has a label, but they're really pretty. So this one is the Milk Chocolate Soleil. We've got a good size mirror as well. I just love the packaging of these. I think they're beautiful. So much lighter in the packaging than it does on your face. I don't know why. I kind of went a little excited because I was like, this is gonna be way too light, and I went crazy, and then I was like, oh, this is actually way darker than it looks in the packaging. So just beware. If you see it in the store and you're like, this is not gonna work for me, and you get a darker one, these are dark. I don't know what it is. So then we have this one, and you can see this one isn't as matte. It doesn't have that like that tacky texture. It has a little bit more of a smooth, shiny texture. It looks almost like it's like a metallic. This is the Sun Bunny. This is a dual shade bronzer, and you can see the dual sides or the dual shades in there. So they have slight pink undertones to mimic the flush of a real tan. So this is great for the summer. If you're gonna be going on some lovely tropical vacations, this would be a great bronzer for you. It just makes you, I have some on today and I'll show you, I'll use it in the video. It gives you just this really pretty like sheen, like very J-Lo glow, like, oh hey, my forehead is just so beaming. It really is very beautiful, but it's not too dark. It's like just a really beautiful, subtle, not overly shimmery, not a thick shimmer. It's just a glow, which is really beautiful. This is just Chocolate Soleil. This one is slightly deeper. This one is a little bit more of a cooler formula when you look at it. Again, I don't know what it looks like on because I haven't used it. And this one is just a shimmer-free bronzer. They are matte, and they have the 3 different shades. So if you're a little bit darker than me, you'd probably want to go with just the straight up chocolate. They have the deep shades so that if you are a nice, rich, deep color, then you can do the dark chocolate. And this one has that warmth in it, so it's really good for darker skin tones. It's really pretty. So Milk Chocolate. So you can see it's quite light, but for some reason on my face, it was pretty darn dark. We have the Sun Bunny, so I'm gonna do each shade on there so you guys can see. So this is the lighter color of the two. So you can see there is definitely a kind of peachy kind of sheen right there. And then this is the darker color, and when you mix them together, they are so beautiful. So those are those 2 colors right there. So you can see they definitely have warmth and they definitely have a sheen, and they are so beautiful on the skin. Straight up Chocolate Soleil. So this one is a little bit, it's kind of like in the middle. So I'm just gonna go ahead. And these are really silky to the touch, guys, too. When you touch them, they are very silky feeling. So you can see this one is a little bit more of like a cooler tone, which is definitely not for me. And it's definitely quite a bit darker than that Milk Chocolate, so you can see the difference between the two. Milk Chocolate slightly warmer, it definitely is a lot lighter. Chocolate is definitely a darker, cooler tone. And then we have Dark Chocolate, and these smell like chocolate. It smells like you're eating a chocolate bar. So this one is definitely gonna be a nice, rich, warm, chocolatey tone. Like, look at that, oh my goodness. If you are a deeper skin tone, that is such a beautiful color. So you can see all the differences, warmth, cool, and then this is just like a nice kind of soft, light, warmer tone. So those are the shades of the bronzer contour colors. I'm gonna go ahead and roll into the tutorial now so you guys can see these in action on my face, blending out. Oh my goodness, I just love this look so much. It is so beautiful. So way to go, Too Faced. This is an absolutely beautiful collection. I think so many people are gonna love this because the last collection, the unicorn one, was that the last one? It was a little bit, you know, not for everybody. You definitely have to be more of a kind of like either colorful, you like more colorful shades, or you're kind of more girly, or you know what I mean? Like, it was definitely not for everyone. Whereas this collection is so like neutral and just like everybody friendly. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people who are really gonna love this collection and get a lot of use out of these products, whether it's the contour, the face palette, or the eye palettes, or the lips. There's definitely going to be something that every person, if you wear makeup out there, will like. You'll find something for yourself in this collection, and it's so, so beautiful. It's going to look pretty in your bag. It's going to look pretty on your vanity. It's going to look pretty in your bathroom. Like, it's such a pretty collection. So Huge thanks to Too Faced for sending me out this collection. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial now, guys. I hope you guys love it. Mwah! Bye. Okay guys, so here is the gorgeous box. I literally want these flowers like painted on my wall. They're so beautiful. Oh crap. So I have put on my base. So I've got my foundation, concealer, and my powder. So we have the Milk Chocolate Soleil, which is a long wear matte bronzer. That one looks like that. It's quite light actually. So let's just see. And these do smell like chocolate, guys, which is quite delightful. Oh my god, I literally feel like I'm an Easter bunny. Like, it smells so good in here of chocolate. How delightful. And when it gets in your mouth, oh, this is actually working fine for me. It tastes like cocoa powder. So this is actually very deceiving because it looks super duper light in the actual thing. That looks really light. And then when you actually put it on, like, I say pretty decent color. It's nicely pigmented too, but the smell of it is literally like a chocolate bar. Yum! Now I'm gonna smell the chocolatey all day. Okay, that bronzer is actually really gorgeous. I do want to kind of just bronze up, because that one's just matte, with a little bit of the Sun Bunny one, because it does look really pretty. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of kind of a glow to my forehead. It'll just be nice and bronzed today. And then just a little bit over here, and maybe even a little bit on my chest. It just adds like a really super subtle glow. It's nice. I like it. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the Natural Face palette. So this palette is absolutely beautiful. Super classy, very elegant, very just like creamy, dreamy gold lace. It's very pretty. It reminds me, this collection is like, screams wedding to me. So then again, it has the little heart to open it up. I'm just going to go ahead and go into, I'm going to go with Pink Wink. It's a little pinker than I would normally go for. Normally I go for more of a peach, but we'll just see. Wow, that's really pretty. Yeah, that's actually really pretty. It does have a bit of a peachy tone, even though it looks straight up pink in here. There's definitely a nice kind of coral that kind of warms up the face. I'm probably gonna have to bake because I think I went a little excited with that bronzer. But first we're gonna highlight, and I'm definitely gonna take this Starlight color, which is like, it's kind of like a pinky kind of champagne color, but then there's like this iridescent kind of opal purple sheen or something. It's really cool. So I'm super excited to see what this looks like on. Yes, it's exactly what I was oh, it tastes good too. Like vanilla when it gets in your mouth. Oh my god, that is so beautiful. This is perfect for spring. This is exactly the type of color that I was hoping it would be. It's like this pinky purple opalescent, just gorgeous highlight. Oh my goodness, it is so fine. It just melts into the skin. I would buy this whole palette just for this highlight. It is so beautiful. I'm going to take a bit of this Satin Sheets because I do want to see what this looks like just on my brow. Oh, okay, so this one's really more of a kind of golden champagne. Little thicker of a texture. The Starlight one is a little bit smoother. I'm going to put Satin Sheets on my nose. This is definitely more of a rosy kind of gold. Just need to kind of chisel out that bronzer. This side got really messed up. It's actually, this room is darker on this side, so I can never really see very well on this side, and I do think that that probably played a part in this situation because it is bronzer land over here. So natural matte, and these are quite heavy. That's the only thing I will complain about. The packaging, while it does feel luxurious and very rich and just like quality, it's quite bulky and heavy. Like if you were going to be traveling with it, I mean, I think that everything would be quite protected, but because this is kind of curved out, it does feel quite clumsy when you hold it. Whoops. Like the mirror is quite heavy, but again, it does have a big mirror. And then this is the natural matte. So you've got 3 kind of light creamier shades, 3 kind of softer neutrals, and then 3 kind of darker shades. Natural Eyes and Natural Matte both have this shade here, which is like a creamy kind of like matte. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my brow bone. I don't know if I'm gonna like it because I never put matte shades up there. I'm probably gonna end up going into the highlighter blush palette again. I just don't know. I don't know. I see it on other people and I love it, but then on me, I just don't like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into, I think I'm gonna go into Satin Sheets for my brow bone. And give it like a nice little bit of a golden highlight up there. Oh, that's better. I don't know what it is. I just love a good sheen. It really is very gold. It's almost yellow. I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of the Starlight in so that it kind of just softens it, because it's so gold that it almost looks yellow on my skin. That's better. I think that Satin Sheets would be like absolutely beautiful on a darker skin tone, because that gold seems to really just pop and look really pretty when you have a bit more of a kind of deepness or a richness to your skin. The pink looks better on me. However, it does look really good on the nose, so that's good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go into my crease color, and I'm gonna take this color right here, which is Au Naturel, and I'm gonna put that into my crease. Almost like a very, very soft milk chocolate shade, on me at least. And these smell yummy too. Oh my goodness. It's like I'm just a gigantic walking dessert. This is blending out really nicely. The pigmentation is really nice. Let's hope it doesn't make my dilly dang eyes water. That's the problem lately that I've been having, guys, is that I just can't wear any makeup palettes, like any new releases that come out. I try them and then my eye just won't stop streaming all day. It's just a real situation. I think next I'm gonna take the color Hookup, which is like this really pretty kind of warm brick, like red brown. It's definitely a brown, but it does have a bit of a kind of brickish, warm, reddish tone to it. Just gonna kind of build up the outer part of my eye with this. Again, this is really nice and pigmented. It's blending out beautifully. When it flicks you in your mouth, it tastes good. Oh my gosh, yes, I love this so much. I am gonna take a tiny bit of the Sexpert, and I'm just gonna kind of just very lightly kind of darken up just the little crease area. I'm not taking much of this at all. I just want to add a little bit of depth right into the very deepest part of my crease. I think we're going to move on to the Natural Eyes palette. That's me for the mattes. Oh my gosh, that palette is so good, so pigmented, such beautiful colors. This is just, yes, I love it. I think I'm going to take this push-up color right here. This is in the middle. This one right here. It's kind of like the same color as my top, actually. It's like a really pretty kind of like dusty mauve, but it definitely does have a bit of a sheen to it. And I'm gonna stick that in the center. I'm just gonna have like a little bit of a graduation of shimmers. So I want that one to be like right in the center. And then we're gonna take Silk Teddy, and we're gonna put that right into the very center. I am going to take a little bit of this Chocolate Martini down here, which is like a shimmery kind of like brown. And I'm just going to kind of pat that, oh yeah, on the outer bit. Then I'm going to get my brush wet with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm going to go back into that push-up color, that kind of mauvey one, because I just want to see what it does when it's wet. Oh yeah. That just like amps up the sheen and just makes it a little bit more kind of metallic. These are so pretty, guys. I am in love. I am going to take my tiny little brush that looks like this, and I'm going to get it wet, and I'm going to go back into that Silk Teddy color, this one right here in the middle, and I'm just going to pop that right into my inner corner just to add a bit of a, I'm alive! I'm awake! Easter morning, my kids woke up at 1:30 in the morning, wide awake, went and saw their baskets, and were like, Mom, it's Easter! And I'm like, it's 1:30 in the morning, you guys need to go back to sleep. And I could hear them trying to be sneaky out there. And I kept on having to tell them, you need to go back to bed. It's bedtime. Like, it's 1:30 in the morning and I'm super tired. And I was up late doing their baskets. So then they finally went back to sleep. And then they came in at 6 and then I got up. But like 1:30, they were ready. They were like ready to go. I'm gonna wet my brush. This is more of like a flat brush. And I think I'm gonna go back into that natural matte palette just to kind of smoke out my bottom lash line, whatever you want to call it. So first I'm going in with that transition color, the Au Naturel. That's why I try to wet my brush, guys, because it's purely because my eyes water. It's really only my left eye. I've just got a left mangled eye. It just makes it so that there's less chances of powder getting in my eye, because that's usually when it starts, but I like the way it looks underneath my eye, so what's one to do? You know what I mean? I'm gonna wet my brush again because now it's a little dry. I mean, it does make them a little bit more intense underneath too, so if you like an intense one, then wet it. I am taking that warm kind of brick, what is it, color, at the hookup color on top of that. Oh yes, baby. And then I'm gonna take just a tiny little bit of that chocolate martini under there as well. Make it nice and smoky. And that added just a tiny weeny bit of a shimmer. Okay, I'm gonna take my favorite color from Marc Jacobs. This is a perfect brown color. It's called Brownie. It is their highliner gel pencils. I have one in every color. I would highly recommend getting them, guys. If you want a good waterline liner, but you also want one that's great for like smudging on top, or if you want to like use it as a base to get really intense smoky eyes, like honestly, they just glide on in your waterline so effortlessly that it's like, yes, they're a little pricey, but they are so worth it. They're the best liner that I've ever used. I just think they're like unbelievable. They're so good. I am loving the way my eyes look right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do my mascara. I'm just using my Lancome Seals Booster XL and my Lancome Hypnose Drama. Oh, my boyfriend don't mind it. You know, this bronzer is great. The little mirror is a good size. It's not super heavy, like it still feels quite light. So it's great to use as a little mirror. And the actual bronzer itself is a beautiful color. Like I'm looking at my contour right now and my bronze and I'm loving it. Okay, so far my eye is not watering. We might be okay. Normally by now it starts watering. So I might actually have found another 2 palettes that I'm able to use without being a watery Wanda. I'm gonna put some chapstick on real quick. So I'm gonna go with a nude, obviously because I'm like dying to, I just love nudes and I wanna try it out. I have been loving this lip liner lately. This is not from Too Faced, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you anyway. It's the Hush Hush Plump Line Lip Liner from Bare Minerals. Oh my goodness, guys, it's like seriously the best. Oh, I suppose I should have dusted off my bake. Dang it. So there is this color well, there's 2. There's a pinker one and a nuder one. I'm gonna go with the nuder one. This is the color Send Nudes. The packaging is so beautiful. Look, it's so pretty. It looks like little like lacy flowers. And then you have the gold bottom and then the peach top. I always think a really fabulous gift for your bridal party. This is what I was broke when I got married. So I gave everyone a piece of jewelry and I gave everyone a lip gloss to wear so that everybody had something that they could wear throughout the day that they could keep touching up. And so this would be a really beautiful gift idea, these lipsticks, if you wanted them all to wear the same color, or if you wanted them all to just have a pretty lipstick that they can keep in their bag, that they can keep on touching up throughout the day. These would be really pretty because they just look so like wedding appropriate. They're so pretty and so delicate and like elegant and girly. So this one is Send Nudes. Oh yes. I love the little applicator too. It's got like kind of a slant. It's like not flat, but it is. It's like flat slanted. And so it like goes onto your lips really easily. It's really creamy too. Has a very soft scent. There's a hint of sweetness, but it's not like overwhelming. And it seems to have like a nice shine to it. Oh my god, this is so pretty. I love this color. Okay, I'm gonna dust off my fake now so I don't look weird. Tastes good. I'm gonna go ahead and set. I might as well just use my Too Faced Hangover one since we're playing with Too Faced here. This is a great setting spray. There's one that I've been using that's just cheaper, but I love this one as well. Okay, I have a question. I feel like my ear holes are, as I'm getting older, where I've pierced them, they're kind of starting to sag a little bit just from like years of wearing earrings. Has anyone ever gone back up and like re-pierced them over the top of the hole, and has it been successful? Because you know how like when you wear a heavy stud, the bling doesn't show like it should like this because my ear holes are hanging down. And I'm wondering if I just got it a little higher, if then I would have earrings that look like this versus Marc. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it just looks sad. Like I just go old because my earlobes are sagging. The sad things we notice as we get older, I tell you. Okay, so my setting spray has made that highlight just melt and look so beautiful. Same with that bronzer on my forehead. It is just looking so bronzed and just glowy. This highlight though is absolutely beautiful. The eyeshadow palette, both of these together, I love the way the look turned out. This is like super brown, smoky, just deliciousness. This lip color is gorgeous. Like on the blush, I'm like happy with everything. It looks so beautiful. There's not one thing here that I'm like, didn't like it. I think I'll probably get the most use out of the Natural Matte palette just because I will probably end up using like that color and that color and that color the most. Like those are colors I know I would reach for all the time. This palette here, I would absolutely wear again for the highlight. The blush is also really beautiful. I love them both. And I do like this highlight shade right here as well because I love the way it looks on my nose. Mixed together, they're also really beautiful. So if you're not into the purpley one, mix it with that gold and that looks absolutely gorgeous as well. Like as my brow bone highlight, that's really nice. And then this lip color, if you like nudes, this is so beautiful, guys. I actually feel like this highlighter made my nose look really skinny today, so that's nice. So I'm gonna say thumbs up, good job Too Faced. I mean, am I ever disappointed with their collections? I don't think I am. Honestly, everything they do for me is just so beautiful. They always knock it out of the park. The packaging is like always just so like decadent. Do you know what I mean? Like they put so much thought into their packaging. It's always so beautiful. It's totally my style. Whether it's super unicorny purple, cute pink, or it's like elegant sophistication, femininity, they're always just so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And my eye is not watering. This is unbelievable. By now it's already dripping down my face. So fingers crossed it stays that way all day and I'm actually able to wear. I've only been able to wear like 1 or 2 different products for my eyes lately. They've been so bad. So if I can add another palette to my collection, that would be really wonderful. A round of applause for Too Faced. They've done so beautifully. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and found this helpful. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Click that notification bell so that you get notified when I upload. And leave a comment down below letting me know what out of this collection are you just dying for. Which piece will you be picking up or will you be adding to your wish list? It's Mother's Day coming up, ladies. So we have like, what, 1 month? 1 month to send out our messages. Hello, I would like this, please. I'll see you guys in my next video.